So I try to gimana to speak honestly in South Indonesia. This is part of our collaboration with Monash University, with University of Indonesia and Monash, especially Department of Mathematics and Data Science Center, that we are want to close collaboration. Sure. So I do some project in the future, especially how to log data science and application in medicine. We hope this afternoon seminar we will have a good, more deep and wide uh, knowledge for especially student, and because more than participant here today are those students in the Department of Mathematics, from Trinity, and we have mathematics from statistics and actuarial science program for bachelor and also for master program. And we also have participant like from see and also from the industry. This is a good opportunity to us to maybe some experience of next university regarding the application of machine learning for data science in the industry. Thank you very much for the participant come to our seminar today, and hopefully we will have a fruitful discussion and the end of the session. Thank you very much. In the name of Allah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I officially open the seminar. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Ahins, to speech. The next agenda, let's warm welcome our distinguished speakers to share their knowledge and experiences with the type of presentation is consulting and applications in industries. Before we start the seminar, geography. TS Pramugana dan Siti Gagaya, Malaysia. He dedicated data scientist and educator who possesses a deep vision for machine learning techniques and extracting value knowledge. And her areas of expertise, data science, include data analytics and visualization, predictive analytics and decision analysis, business analytics or business intelligence, machine learning, big data analytics, health informatics, database management, such as RDMS, MySQL, and data warehouse. Academic qualification. PhD in data science at University of Malaya. Bachelor bioinformatics at University of Malaya. And Foundation in Science Kedah Matriculation College and Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia. Okay, for the research publication, he has many journals that published in Scopus and has many workshops that has been he kind of give to explain that Scopus. And for this seminar, she will give machine learning algorithms and application industry. Okay, thanks for your for Ghana and thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Devi. Then, thanks to Ahadi as well for welcoming me back. And good evening, everyone. Happy to be here. Then, happy to see you all in this evening. Even though I've done exams, your willingness to come here and then listen to this general lecture, I really appreciate it. Yes, thanks for the brief introduction about myself. So I have been in this data science field for about 5 years since I started my PhD. So that's how I became a data scientist throughout my PhD journey shortly. And then because I have a strong passion in teaching, I wanted to become an academician. And then I didn't want to teach kids. I don't like teaching kids actually, but I'm not teaching. So I wanted to share my knowledge else that those who are going to work in the future and then share knowledge related to data science, big data, which is ruling the world now. Yeah. So that's why I chose to become a lecturer and currently working as a lecturer in Asia. And I'm also a part-time trainer. So I train corporate workers from different industries such as medical, healthcare professionals, from finance domain, like those who are working at and other employees as well, different. So yeah, so through this teaching and learning, I developed my data science skills as well. So before we start our session, let's have a very quick ice breaking because I want to know my audience first before sharing something so that I know whether I need to go with the beginner level or intermediate. Okay, if not, you'll be lost. So I will conduct this session for about 1 minute. Yeah. So and then we can go on with the Q&A. Okay. So how many masters and PhD students are here? Postgraduates. Okay. How about the others? Bachelor students.
Maybe online.
Yeah, online as well. Yes. Those who are online, am I audible? Is that loud and clear? You can give your answers in the chat box. If yes, can you say yes in the chat box? Am I loud and clear? Can you guys hear me?
Sudah Pak. Yang di partisipan online bisa dengar suaranya Mogana. Please check yes if you can her voice. Okay, yeah, ini. Okay.
Right, thank you. Okay. So yes. Okay. And how many of you are from data science background? Data science. How about the others? Mathematics. Mathematics and statistics. Yes. Statistics. Science.
Science.
Okay, so our topic today is actually machine learning algorithms and its applications in industries. But before that, let me touch something on the importance of statistics and also machine learning. Because when it comes to data science, there is a common question where people tend to ask, why do we need to transform into machine learning? But we already have all these statistics and mathematics. Because that is the oldest thing. The conventional mathematics is the statistics. So without maths, nothing is there in the world today. So everything is ruled by maths. But then why do we need these algorithms? Why do we need programming? Why do we need to learn programming, data science, and all? So the answer to this is the main answer. There are many factors to the transformation, but the main reason is because of the volume of the data. So when the data is keep on, the number of data is keep on increasing, volume of data is becoming large. This conventional statistics is not able to handle this data or extract the knowledge that we require from this big data. That's why we need the technological advancement, all these AI, algorithms, and everything. And when my supervisor used to ask me, like, why we need this, I ended up with a review paper comparing conventional statistics and machine learning. So yeah, so actually, it's not sure what it is slide, but maybe I'll share with you guys later about the paper. So it is related to medical data analysis, where I have compared like more than 100 papers on the difference between conventional statistics and machine learning. And the conclusion from my review is statistics is the foundation of machine learning. You can't run away from statistics. So in order to become a full-fledged data scientist, not only focusing on machine learning, but you must also know the theory behind it. But not in terms of implementation or deployment. But you should know the basic theory behind the statistics, because based on my personal experience, after completing all your machine learning analysis, then there is a point where you interpret your final result. You need to explain the communication part, communicating to the end users. If you don't know statistics, your explanation is not complete. So how are you going to convince your client and user? So that's why, sorry. So statistics is the foundation. So you need both when it comes to data science. Please don't ignore that. So you must be proud that here, data science is established by Department of Mathematics itself, foundation itself. So yeah, so you have all those support in order to encourage the students to delve into statistics and machine learning as well when it comes to data science. So yeah. Okay. I just wanted to show the integration just now. So there is a big circle on mathematics. Okay, so there is a big circle. And then you have AI. Machine learning, of course, derived from AI. Then you can see the integration statistics and machine learning. Where in medical field, the biostatisticians need to know how to integrate statistics with machine learning together. So today, I wanted to cover what is machine learning and brief explanation also. Followed by algorithms. The simplified version of this, and then the applications. So they said just a general definition of machine learning. You can see that it's basically advanced statistics that computers can perform Benjamin than human beings. That is what we need. Because when you have huge data, do you think that you can still put the data in Microsoft Excel and analyze? No. Do you know that in Excel, we have a limitation for total number of columns and rows? Yeah. So not only Excel, SATA or SPSS, all those conventional softwares. But when you are transforming into R programming or Python programming, so that's where like you can fit in huge data, no limit. And then the programming tools actually can process the data faster for timely decision making. Especially when it comes to like medical field, the timely diagnosis is very important. So when the patient is, consulting a doctor, some symptoms. So that's where we have these 4 different types of analytics, right? In data science. What are the 4 types of analytics? Can anyone tell me? In data science. 4 different types of analytics. We start with descriptive analytics. Yeah. After descriptive, second one, diagnostic analytics, then predictive and so actually I'm covering all these Moros workshop hands-on by using Python. So if you're free, actually you can join the workshop. So when we talk about these 4 different types of analytics in data science, descriptive analytics is, for example, when a patient is coming to a doctor and describing what's wrong, the symptoms. Okay, I'm having fever. I'm having severe headache. I'm feeling dizzy for the past 1 week, for example. So this is how the problem of the patient is being described. So this will be classified as descriptive analytics in data science, describing the problem to identify the real problem. Yeah. Then we move on with diagnostic analytics. Diagnostic is finding what has happened exactly. Okay. For example, in medical field, diagnosing a disease. Okay, so now you are having like your temperature is high for the past days and all. So diagnose as fever or influenza, for example. Yeah. And then we move on to predictive analytics. Predictive is talking about what's going to happen in the future. So you are facing all the symptoms for the past 2 weeks, and then you are diagnosed with fever. And what are you going to face for the upcoming 2 weeks? Is the predictive analytics. Then for prescriptive is the recommendation, how to cure that disease. So the doctor will prescribe particular medicine based on your diagnosis. So that is the prescriptive analytics. These 4 different types of analytics is not only applicable on medical data, but any domain. Yeah. Please excuse me for a while. Okay. So let me slowly continue. So I will explain what machine learning is. You will feed the data to the machine, and then the machine is going to conduct all these 4 different types of analytics for you. Okay, from descriptive until descriptive. Let's look at types of machine learning. We have supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement. So this is a very simple explanation. So you can see that the first robot, a cube has 6 sides that are square. So that means our target is actually the shape of the cube. Yes. And then what are the features we use to determine the shape of the object is the 6 sides. So that means for supervised learning, the target and also the features are known. Whereas for unsupervised, you can see this look like groups. So similar groups, right? Clustering. So that means for unsupervised learning, we don't have a specific target, but then it is classified based on similarities and differences between the data. Reinforcement learning does this work. That means for reinforcement learning, the algorithm will fit the data on different environment to predict the result, the final result. Yeah. Look at this diagram. Okay. For those who are still new to data science or students from statistics and mathematics, okay. When I describe supervised learning, right, how the data is fit into a machine and a prediction is being made. In this example, you can see, as a human, we make decisions based on our experience. So during our school days or kindergarten days, someone has taught us, what is this? Okay, how does the red color looks like? What is the yellow color, for example? Or how the structure of a fruit will look like. What is an apple? What is an orange? So how do we fit in this kind of information to a machine that we will provide the data, we will provide the inputs to the machine. So let's say, for example, to the machine, we provide the features of an apple, the color of the apple, the shape of the apple, for example. And now, in order to ask questions to the machine, we can provide the images of different fruits all together to the machine and ask the machine to count the total number of apples. So based on the features that we input into the machine, it will calculate how many apples are there. But you must bear in mind that if let's say we fit in 10 apples, but the probability of the machine give the answer as 9 or 11 is still there because it is a machine. It's not human. So that is what we call as prediction accuracy actually. So if you're feeding in your data to an algorithm and asking the algorithm to predict, it's not always 100% accurate. So that's why we need to perform validation at the end of the workday. That is compulsory. Yeah. Okay. Look at this diagram now. So just now that was a very simple example with Apple. Okay, how the machine is going to determine the total number of apples. Okay, now it's by using mathematics. Okay, let's ask math students. Okay, we have 2 processes in supervised learning, which are the training and testing. Okay, during the training process, we fit in the input and also target. In this example, our inputs are 5 and 6. Okay, our target is 11. So based on these inputs and target, a logic is being formed. Okay, what is the logic behind these inputs and target? Yes. Addition. Correct? Yeah. Correct. Yes, that is the answer. So the logic behind this inputs and target is plus. 5 plus 6, you will get 11. So the algorithm now will identify the logic. Okay. Now, by using the logic, we can fit in new set of input. Okay, so this is the testing process. So when you fit in new set of input like 2 and 1 now, we can expect the target as 3. If you fit in 2 and 4, you can expect the answer as 6. But you cannot expect the algorithm to give the value exactly as 3 and 6. So as I said, the probability of maybe to get 3.1 or 5.9 is still there. Always bear in mind. So if you don't get 3 or 6, so you don't blame the algorithm. Oh, machine learning is not giving accurate answer. It's wrong. I'm not going to follow this algorithm. No, nothing like that. Okay? Okay. Is that clear? What is supervised learning? How does supervised learning work? Because like I'm just explaining in layman term how a supervised learning method works in predicting a target. Okay, let me give you other examples. Two types of supervised learnings are regression and classification. Okay, regression is where your target variable is a numerical value. Classification is where your target variable is a categorical variable. Okay, it can be binary class or more than that. We call them as multi-class classification. So, for regression example, let's take like weather forecast. Okay, so if you want to predict whether it is a sunny day or rainy day. So this is your categories, right? Okay, and this is the binary class. And what are the input features used to predict the weather? So input features used to predict the weather, for example, temperature, humidity, the wind, and so on. So these are the input features. And as I mentioned earlier, the input features will be fed into the algorithm to learn first the relationship among all the input features to predict the final target, which is the weather condition. Understand? So that is a real world example for the input. So most common algorithms, not only this, but I just listed down very few most common algorithms here under supervised learning. We have decision tree, random forest, logistic regression, ANN, support vector machine, and so on. Okay, so supervised learning is totally opposite to supervised learning, where in unsupervised learning, we only provide the input without the target. So what do you think? Which one is more intelligent, supervised or unsupervised?
Supervised.
Supervised or unsupervised? How many of you are saying supervised? How many of you are saying supervised? It's okay, just answer. There's nothing right or wrong with this. Okay, how many of you are saying unsupervised? The rest don't know. Of course, unsupervised is more intelligent because it is predicting, it is coming out with the final insight, the similarities and differences without having the time. And then for unsupervised learning, actually the process is also called clustering. We'll cluster the data into different groups. And most common unsupervised learning algorithms includes hierarchical, PCA, self-organizing web, many more actually. Okay, reinforcement learning is something very interesting, but it's rarely used. Because even until now, I don't really understand completely how it works, but I have applied once on my data and it gives the output, but the outputs are very interesting actually. But you need to sit and you really need to analyze the final output itself of it. It's very interesting. If you haven't tried, you can try this out. So it's based on trial and error actually. For example, our tic-tac-toe, very simple example. You can just imagine if you want to define what is a reinforcement learning. So the tic-tac-toe, for example, is based on trial and error. Right? You just put, and then like two wings at the end. So the algorithm actually is selecting the final output based on the random selection at the end. Okay. Let's look at these algorithms. This one is to give an overview of how an algorithm works in machine learning. So let's start with this decision tree algorithm. Okay. I'm actually going to give you an example based on the medical data. Okay. Our target here is survival status of patient. Just imagine. Okay, survival status of a cancer patient. And we have two options. One is alive and one is dead. This is how decision tree algorithm works. Okay. Decision tree means you can imagine the tree is actually upside down, the balik. Okay. We start with the root first. And then we have the and use it for your research. Yes. Medical data. Apart from medical, any other domain? Postgrad students. Apart from medical. Life science. Plants. Animals. Anyone? Anyone working on banking, finance, accounts? Statistics students. What type of data are you using? to analyze and predict. Huh? No. So, as I said, when it comes to data science, what you need to grasp is the skills. And what are the skills in order to become a data scientist? First one is statistics. Okay, so there are 6 skills I can list down. First one is statistics. Second is machine learning. Third is database. Okay, while database is also important because nowadays not all the organizations are extracting the data manually and doing their analysis. The purpose of transforming into AI and data science is actually to automate the process of decision making. In order to automate that, you must know database as well, like how to integrate databases, how to extract data from databases and all. So third, database. At least the basic SQL queries and all, you must know how to write. Fourth, programming. Okay, I will say this, number 4, programming is actually not compulsory. Okay, to be honest, not everyone is a programmer. And it's not a cup of tea for everyone actually. So you have a choice. That's why we do have all these third-party software tools as well now, like Step2, Power BI for visualization, this RapidMiner and all, to perform machine learning and all. You can always go with that, no restriction. But of course, programming and these third-party software tools have their own pros and cons. But if you don't like programming, don't force yourself. You can still become a data scientist. Yeah, okay, 4 done. 5 and 6 are data storytelling and communication skills. So these are the 6 prerequisites in order to become a complete data scientist. Yeah. Okay. So applications of ML, you know that we have in healthcare for disease diagnosis, drug discovery, and personalized medicine. In finance for fraud detection, algorithmic trading, credit scoring, retail recommendation systems like your e-commerce. If you search for a product, the product will appear on your social media, isn't it? Automatically. All these are data science. Manufacturing for predictive maintenance, quality control, and supply chain. Agriculture as well for crop monitoring and analysis. Precision farming. Transportation for autonomous vehicles, route optimization, like airline route planning for flights, energy as well. Then we have entertainment, okay, telecommunication, of course, and education for adaptive learning programs and automated grading and feedback. So, being a student, you get all the skills that I said, the 6 skills, okay? Then you choose which sector is your field of expertise. Which domain you really want to work as a data scientist. Because once you become a data scientist, you must be in a field that you are interested in. If not, you can't really apply what you have learned. So you can be in a specific domain and then try to solve the problem in that specific domain. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that just brief explanation on applications of machine learning in 10 industries. So far, that's all. Okay. So thanks for listening. My apologies. Actually, I'm not feeling well. So yeah, couldn't talk much. So in summary, what I shared is what the growth of data science, the need of data science, and the transformation from conventional statistics to data science. Shouldn't forget that. Statistics is the foundation. and you are in the right place. Yeah. And then machine learning things, okay, the difference between supervised and unsupervised. That will be helpful if you're looking for a project for your postgraduate, or how to, create different objectives to improve your proposal or what. Okay. And also the applications. So you can think of your future. Right? Okay. So thank you. And once again, thank you so much, Prof. Alani, for the opportunity. Happy to be here. And I hope I will meet you guys in tomorrow's workshop. It's more on Python programming, data science, 3 hours. Thanks for listening, and all the best to all of you.
Okay, thank you very much for Dr. Mogana. Nice presentation. Maybe many questions that we'll ask to you. And for the first session, I open 3 questions. Okay, maybe first from Prof. Al-Hadi Bustama.
Survive.
Okay. So now I'll briefly explain product. It is an automated AI enabled platform to predict breast cancer survival. Okay. And then the software tool is called iSurvive. It is by using the breast cancer patients' data from University Malaya Medical Center located at Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And we have 5 important features in the software. First one is the digitized questionnaire. Second is automated ML. Third is automated quality of life score. And we do have interactive visualization and reporting. Okay. Let me show. So this is how the software looks like. So this one is actually another tool. This is not iSurvive. So this one is an automated survival prediction tool where the users can actually key in the information of the patient and it will predict the survival rate of the patients. Yeah, automatically. So at the back end of this tool is actually the automated ML. Okay. This is the digitized questionnaire where more than 500 paper-based questions are digitized into this system. And then this is a quality of life scoring. So it will automatically calculate the quality of life of the patients in each stage, like 3 months after diagnosis, 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, and 5 years to monitor their quality of life. Yep. And this is a sample report about their comorbidities and stress level, the physical activity. So when it comes to like cancer, not only breast cancer, but I would say for any type of cancer, the monitoring not only important during the diagnosis or during the treatment, but the survival after the treatment plays an important role as well. So the rate of importance they are giving during the diagnosis is not the same as the importance they are giving during the survival. So they are just neglecting, okay, I can eat whatever I want. I can do whatever I want because I'm feeling good now after the treatment and all. But the study suggests that their demographics, the type of food, the physical activity, the family support, and everything is actually impacting
For your tools, what the kind of the data that you use? You use about the image, such as image, or just data structure from the Excel, or what? Structured data.
Include image data.
Oh, okay. Even include image or genomics, such as genomics, yes. Oh, pathology report you use it. Okay. Yeah, maybe from this you use to multimodal data. I said like that from the Excel about the medical, yeah, such as the medical and for the pathology. Yeah, in our research from the Profile Hadi Mustamam, especially in healthcare, we use from the image and from the data structure, especially for Excel, and maybe until now we have not yet for the research about the multimodal pathology and structure, ya Pak ya. Yeah, maybe for the next current research, we can collaborate for this, and we can combine to image data set, because we have a collaborator from hospital at University of Indonesia and our government hospital in Indonesia, yeah, from Faculty of Medicine. Yeah.
Can work on one called bakery.
Yeah, I think it's very can get effective. Yeah. Okay. Maybe any question? Yeah. Okay. From Henrico.
Hello. I want to ask about your methods in hydrogen problem. And I first of all is flow. The question that I want to ask is, do you put the system? Because we have AI the data set by the structure of the data. But in the care, we must focus to the system because doctor is consult. So my question is simple: how do you put the system in?
Yes. Even that. So actually, at the beginning is that we have a multi-team discussion where like data scientists we sit together with the healthcare. Those who are making decision especially by using the patient data to connect problems and all. And then once we get the result from the AI, again we validate through them. So we will show them the result. If they give green light, only then we need. So we need to include the expert decision making. So actually it's more on whether to trust AI or trust. I would say that both are dependent on each. The AI is assisting human to make decisions faster, but human needs to assist AI to make it more accurate.
Next question from the online participants. Any question? You can type the question in the chat, or if you want to talk directly. Any questions from the online participant? Not yet?
They cannot.
Yeah.
Sudah bisa.
Any questions? Or from this room? Yeah. Okay. Please, Prof. Hadi.
Bisa Pak, ini kan sudah.
Okay, I'm just wondering, from your application, maybe we can upgrade the system with the new approach using large language model. So we can reach your application with the new user interface is something like chatbot. Yeah. So we combine with the large language model. So the doctor or the patient can use it more dynamic. Yeah. Instead of using pattern to use the application. Maybe I think it is a good improvement in the future if we can combine the current system with the like multimodal approach, combine it with large language model to support the current application. So it make it more dynamic or flexible to be used. Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, any questions? Maybe from our team from Data Science Center? Isan, Musliha. Maybe from Ida or Isan. Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much for the presentation. So, if I'm not wrong, you are developing the machine learning model on website. So, is there any minimum requirement for the server to develop the machine learning? Minimum requirement for the server, maybe the RAM.
so if we are ongoing trade we so usually now other is
2 gigabyte RAM is possible to develop machine learning. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah. For all participants, maybe for the reminder for the tomorrow we will have a workshop about Rapid Data Science Mastery. Topics: Introduction to Data Science, Data Collection and Preprocessing, Exploratory Data Analysis, Machine Learning Fundamentals, and 5 practical application and case study. Maybe for the suggestion for Dr. Mogana, I think if you have some times for the workshop tomorrow, you can give about the database, little database. Sometimes some student they don't have a database basically. Yeah, as exception statistics students. Yeah. Yeah, maybe for the additional topics. Yeah. If you yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, there's one question from the online participants. What fundamentals should we learn about data analysis and what methods can we use to predict a business in the manufacturing sector?
Can you hear me? Hello. Hi. Okay. Haris, can you hear me?
Mr. Harris, can you hear our voice?
Yeah, yeah. Hello?
Can hear your voice.
Uh,
Silakan. Di chatnya sudah suara.
Dia
okay. Haris. Haris, I hope you can hear me.
left audio.
Okay, now, okay. Yeah? Right. So the fundamentals should learn about data analysis would be, as I mentioned just now, you must know the basic statistics, the theory behind all those hypothesis testing, regression and all. You must spend some time, recall back your statistics, your university days again, your degree and all. And the second one is machine learning. And third is database. Fourth is programming language or any third-party software tool. So programming language can go with R programming or Python programming. Third-party software tools like Tableau, RapidMiner and all. And then two more, communication skill and data storytelling. So these are the 6 skills needed for data analysis or data science. And to predict a business in the manufacturing sector, so as I say, if you learn all those 4 types of analytics, right, starting from descriptive, continue with diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive, then you can apply on any data set. So you can explore these 4 different types of analytics and then you apply your business data on that. So you can try to search for these 4 types of analytics, Haris. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, maybe for the
Yes.
next question. From Rido, what are the significant differences in each implementation of machine learning besides the data and domain knowledge, of course? Despite these differences, do the algorithms for implementing machine learning in each domains remain the same?
It's a good question, Rido. Actually, it's not the same. So the implementation of machine learning algorithms in different domains are different. So that's why you need to know the fundamental of statistics and the machine learning algorithms so that you will be able to select the best algorithm for that particular domain. So in medical domain, there are specific algorithms like ANN is being widely used for image analysis and all. So for other domains, for decision making, for simple ones, tree-based algorithms like gradient boosting, decision tree and all. So if you start to learn like algorithms, you will slowly know like which algorithms are suitable for which domain. Yeah.
Okay, for Rizka, what is the biggest challenge you have experienced while processing data until it becomes a product?
This is a funny story. Okay. The biggest challenge is to obtain the data. So it took me like 6 months. Nobody gives me any data from the hospital. So I was just learning online. I was learning my programming, Python, R and all using sample data in that 6 months of my PhD, first semester, self-learning, using YouTube, online platforms, books and all.
after getting my data after 6 months, I was able to use my real data for the analysis and all. Especially in medical field, the data privacy issue is a huge part. Wherever we go in the world, it's not easy, but it happens. We can't avoid that. But despite that challenge, at last we must come up with a product.
Okay, I think it's enough. Yeah. Okay, thank you for Dr. Morgana. Please give applause for the nice presentation and for the nice discussion for this afternoon. And ladies and gentlemen, the honor of guests and speakers, as we bring this enlightened seminar to a close, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you for your active participation, insightful contribution, and unwavering enthusiasm throughout this intellectually stimulating journey. Okay, as we leave this discussion and seminar, let us carry the spirit of inquiry, collaboration, and inspiration with us. May the connection for here today serve as the foundation for future endeavors, and may the knowledge gained propel us toward positive change and progress. I extend my heart felt thanks to our distinguished speakers for TS Dr. Morgana and for sharing this expertise, for the knowledge, yeah, and still continue for tomorrow for the workshop. And to each one of you for being the driving force behind the successful of the seminar. And I would like to thank for our student from Magister and Bachelor that has participated in this event. And until we meet again, and thank you and good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.